Welcome to another episode of Me, My Wife, and Sports. I'm your host, Fitz, with my lovely co-host, Darci.
Hello.
And we have a special guest with us today who is going to help us go through this topic of sports superstitions. Welcome, Cam.
Yep, I'm here, Cam.
All right. All right, but before we get started on that, I just want to send my condolences out to Marshawn Kneeland's family. He was a 24-year-old football player for the Dallas Cowboys who actually last game blocked a punt and returned it for a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But he was in, my understanding from what I was reading, he was fleeing from the police, and it was a car chase across several counties, and he abandoned the car basically, and of course later found with a suspected gunshot wound to the head.
Oh,
but autopsy is going to be done, investigation, all that. So not going to jump to conclusions on what happened. So
terrible.
Condolences out to the family. Also, congratulations to the Dodgers for their World Series win. Went to 7 games, and it was an exciting seventh game.
It was a good game.
And Yamamoto, I believe, got the MVP, who was the pitcher.
Oh, yeah, the pitcher.
So congratulations to those guys.
It was a good game.
And also, real quick, there were several trades that hit the trade deadline. And one that I was totally shocked, and Cam, you could jump in on this as well. I was totally shocked with Sauce Gardner's trade from the Jets.
Yes, I was shocked with that also. That's what I felt it coming out of your mouth already when you were saying it. So I was shocked also.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that he got traded. Who did he get traded to?
The Colts, I believe.
Oh, that's good. That's good for them.
It's good for the Colts.
Oh, man.
The Jets, I don't know what's going on with them. They're just falling apart.
Yeah.
I thought that they were going to do well this season, but no.
That's good.
Well, I think they're looking on to the future because
Right.
they traded for 2 first-round picks. So.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll pick the right ones and it'll mesh with their program. And who knows who's going to be the new coach, if there's going to be a new coach in the future. But we'll see. And
Interesting.
the Cowboys also jumped in on that trade with the Jets. We took Quinnen Williams, who is a lineman, for defense, which we so desperately need.
And we got Logan Wilson, too.
Who is Logan Wilson?
Was he a linebacker?
Oh, yes, he was. So, but we gave up defensive tackle Mozzie Smith and 2026 second-round pick and a 2027 first-round pick to the Jets. So the Jets are trying to, like you said, Cam, get ready for the future.
Interesting.
And the last other trade was Jacoby Myers. He went
from Vegas.
Right. He went to Jacksonville, with Hunter, Thomas, and Brown all injured. So
he's not playing tonight for Vegas.
I don't know if he's playing. Probably not. But you never know.
Interesting. I see. I got to look at the trades. All that's going to affect my picks.
And of course, New Orleans snuck in there with a trade as well. But I won't go.
That's another question. Am I able to ask a question?
Yeah. You can talk. Come on.
I want to ask you guys, what do you think on Travis Hunter's production throughout the season?
It's been interesting.
Well, personally,
it's been interesting. That's all I can say.
Well, personally, for me, I think he's doing okay for playing both sides because that's got to be demanding. And I'm not surprised that he is hurt because when you're playing both sides, that just increases your chances. What about you? What's your thoughts on it?
I feel the same thing, and I feel like him and Trevor Lawrence don't have a good bonding with each other. That's what it looks like to me watching the offense and stuff like that.
You say they do or don't?
Don't have a good bonding at all.
Mm-hmm. So who do you think is Trevor Lawrence go-to guy then?
To be honest, I haven't been paying attention to Jacksonville this year, but I sat down and watched a game. I sat down and watched a game or two, just skimping through it. And it just seems like they don't have I don't know, maybe it's because he's a rookie or he's doing both sides, so he's limited in his snaps. So
Right. Well, hopefully, like you said, because he's a rookie, they'll start to gel as they play more and more together.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So they have who is the wide receiver on Jacksonville?
See, Cam, this should be your move, being a youngster and all, quick with the fingers, looking that up.
Because the running back, they've got Tootin is the main running back.
Right.
Because they had...
Well, it's now Jacoby Myers because with everybody being hurt.
Well, yeah, and that's probably why they got Jacoby Myers, because
sure.
they didn't have a wide receiver.
Here it goes right here for the receivers. Their starters are Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington, and then Travis Hunter.
And Junior, Brian Thomas Jr. is hurt with his ankle. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like that's like their number one type of guy.
Right.
So that's probably definitely why they snatched up Jacoby Myers.
Which it was a smart move, I think.
Yeah.
So we will see.
The fact that nobody knew who their wide receiver was,
well,
that might have been the answer in it itself. And then when Cam was asking about chemistry between Trevor and Travis, I'm thinking what first came to mind was you see them in these commercials all the time. It's like they're trying to build it. Has it clicked yet? I don't know if it's clicked yet. I don't want to say they don't have it.
Right.
This is Travis Hunter's first year. So out the gate, does any rookie right away have that kind of chemistry with his quarterback? Like, I think that it takes some time to build that. And so, I think they want us to believe that they have that chemistry, but I think it's coming. And now he's hurt. They're saying that he's not going to be out as long as they expected him to be out, but they put him on IR. So I'm thinking that when you put him on IR, he's got to stay out 4 games. So I don't know. I don't know if they can take him off IR and bring him back sooner. I don't know if they can do that.
I don't know the rules. But,
I don't know the rules either. I haven't gotten that far along in the CBA, so I don't know.
But I'm sure they can.
So I don't know. But the fact that now they've gone out and grabbed this other wide receiver, it looks like they're doing some building. So that's a good
makes
question.
Sense. And, they're trying to salvage what they can because I'm not sure of their record. I think they were doing pretty decent in their division, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you would think, I'm mad that I don't have these answers because half of my fantasy team is Jacksonville. So, their record is 5-3. So they have a decent record. They better than the Cowboys, but that ain't saying nothing.
Only team we're better than is the Jets.
Again, like I said,
and I think the Jets beat us.
No. Right. I think we lost to the Jets.
I think so too. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Well, like I mentioned before, our topic today is superstitions when it comes to athletes. And we thought what would be a good idea was to invite an athlete, which is Cam, who you guys heard on the show before, and probably I think season 1 or 2. But, to get a perspective from a high schooler who's playing the sport and being around a lot of other folks who played and know some of the rituals or superstitions that people follow. So with that said, I'll pass it over to Darci to ask Cam the big question.
What's the big question? Oh, do you have any superstitions? Tell us about your superstitions. Or tell us what you know about athletes and superstitions.
Well, first, I want to hear if he has one.
So what I got to say about that is I did have a you said what I feel about it or what was mine? Sorry.
Both. So start where you want to start.
So I'll start with what was mine at first. I never had a superstition, I believe, but I had one my freshman year, kind of, I guess. It came up just out of nowhere. So my freshman year, we had a pretty good, I was on the junior varsity team for football. We had a pretty good team, basically. We went like 8-2 or 9-1.
Oh, okay.
And there was a kid, I don't want to say his name, but there was a kid that he was a freshman with us, but then he ended up getting his chance to go on varsity, and he did really well. He had like 500 rushing yards in one game and stuff like that. So it was like looking like magical.
Right.
What'd you say?
No, I'm just agreeing with you. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So it was like real magical. It was like, wow. And especially like this is like a kid we grew up with and stuff. So we were just like, is he really doing this? And the offers were coming in. I think it was like Michigans and Pitts and Penn States. It was like that. And then it was probably about like week 4, week 5 around when that happened. And we had about 5 more games left. So before every game, the varsity plays on Friday nights.
Right.
The JV, they'll play Saturday mornings.
Oh,
so they would never wash the jerseys, and I would go get his jersey and like rub it on me, being like, yeah, this is gonna give me like the magical spirit or something like that. I would like do that messing around.
Oh,
every time I did that, I would have about 3-4 touchdowns a game.
So you just did it out of a joke initially, and it panned out that you had a great game, so you just stuck to it after that?
Yes.
You didn't rub it on your face or anything, did you?
No. It was from the set down.
Yeah, that's a superstition. But hey, I mean, you fall right. You fall in a highly group of people that have, I mean, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, all of them have things, rituals.
Yeah,
call it what you want.
Because Jordan wore his North Carolina trunks under his
lucky shorts.
Yes. And I know Tiger Woods, he on the final day of the tournament, he would wear a red shirt. That was his thing.
Okay.
Now, for me, when I played sports.
What was yours?
Well, in high school, I had a ritual where when I was playing high school basketball, I would have to take a nap before the game.
Okay.
If I didn't take a nap, I just didn't feel good. And I did it one time and overslept. Only one time.
Okay.
So I'm like running down the locker room.
Similar to Cam, though?
No. Now, in college, I didn't really have a ritual.
Okay.
And I was trying to think back on it. And the only thing I could say that I guess you can consider something, me and my one bud, Emmett, we would always hang out before a game. So
okay, that's yeah. That doesn't. It sounded like you was tired and then you just wanted to go out. What you think, Cam?
Tired and wanted to go out.
Yeah, you needed to take a nap and then y'all wanted to hang out. Those don't sound like rituals.
Well,
superstitions.
Yeah, that's not ritual.
Well, that is a ritual. I did it every time.
You needed a nap?
If I didn't do my nap, I didn't play well.
Okay.
So.
And then you and Emmett hanging out?
It was just me and him. We just go to one of our rooms and just hang out until it was time to go.
Were y'all ever late?
Nope.
Okay.
Never late.
All right.
Never late. Yeah. But hey, that's the closest to a ritual then. I didn't rub nasty jerseys on me.
What about Boo? Did he have any?
He actually did. I talked to him yesterday, and he told me that his ritual was he would put Bible verses in his shoe.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Cam, some of your teammates, do they have any particular rituals that they would do?
Not that I've seen. I never really asked anybody about that, but I feel like we all have our rituals that we don't call them rituals, but we always do it before a game. But we don't think it's that serious that it's things we do without even noticing.
Yeah, true.
And things that you have to do the same thing every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Now, have you ever had anyone interfere with your ritual? And we'll just say ritual just for the sake of keeping it straight. But have you ever interfere like you want to
interfere?
Yeah, like you wanted to rub the guy's jerseys and they had already washed their jerseys or packed them up or wouldn't let you go where it's at, something like that.
Oh, no, I have no problems with that because they left the bag right there with all the sweaty jerseys and all that stuff. Grab it.
So it's nothing there like when you went to go get it and you panicked and it was like, oh my God, it's not here. What do I do? That never happened.
No, it never happened.
Oh, okay. So you never had to experience having to go without doing your ritual.
Yeah, maybe there was a game I forgot to do it or something like that because it wasn't a consistent thing where like I had to do it. But when I would do it, it was like, oh, I had a nice game. I would still have nice games anyways without doing it.
Okay. All right.
If I did it every game after like that week 4 or 5, I think I did it for every game beyond then.
Okay. All right.
Don't be shy or modest.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I was just interested. We were sitting around talking one day and I was just interested about the psychology behind it with athletes. And we were talking about how maybe that was just something that the older generation of athletes did. And Fitzgerald was like, no, every athlete does it. And so that's why we was like, okay, we're going to ask Cam and see if, you're the youngest athlete that I think we know.
Right.
And so it's like, yeah, let's start there. And so it's interesting to know that it's a commonality amongst all athletes. And then when you get online and you start researching, you find out that that is something that all athletes, regardless of sport, regardless of age, all athletes have that in common because
to a certain extent, yeah.
To a certain extent. But yeah, when you start looking like soccer players and baseball players, and some are even more into it than others.
Right.
I think probably baseball players are really serious about their rituals, and they take it a little bit more seriously than others. But, Serena she wears like the same socks for a whole tournament.
Without washing them?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they were calling hers like the smelly socks, and so. Yeah. So it's like Serena Williams, the beads and the socks. That's what hers is. And she wears the same pair of socks and beads throughout tournaments.
Well, she don't do the beads anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't do the beads.
Later in her career, I should say.
Yeah.
She didn't do the beads, but I don't know. She might have kept the same socks.
But,
But, woo, that's a toughie.
That's, that could be right.
Cam, let me ask you this. For your generation, do you see a lot of guys that are doing rituals, or are you even aware that it's prevalent with your generation now? Or they just feel that it's just all them?
I feel that rituals they're still relevant and like people do them and stuff, but I feel like it's more of a private thing. So like you don't know that your own teammate or somebody like that is like, oh, this is my ritual or something like that.
Gotcha.
They they might not be aware that it's not weird. You think, Cam?
Yeah, that's what I think, yeah.
Yeah, like if your teammates knew that everybody was doing something crazy, they'd be more willing to talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it's that kind of thing where they probably think they're the only one in the locker room that does something and they don't realize that.
Well,
so you can tell your friends, go back, hey, listen to this podcast.
Right. I was going to say they're going to know yours now. Now, I know you mentioned...
Be a leader. I
know you mentioned the jersey.
Well, actually, the teammates I had, they were aware of it because I would do it right in front of them. I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to have the magical... I would do it right
That's right. That's how you be a leader.
Now, I know you mentioned the shirt thing for a pass, but is that still the same one that you use, or did you develop a new ritual or superstition?
After that season, I don't think I carried on with a ritual. I don't think I don't do anything now before a game.
Or is it something that it's probably something you're not even aware of? You have to think about it. Because
probably something I'm not even aware of, but I would say something I make sure I do before every game. I make sure I pray, but that's something I make sure I do.
Gotcha.
But some people feel like that's but that's part of it. That's not a superstition, but that's just part of something. We were watching something today and they asked, it was actually a musician. They asked, is there something that you feel like you have to do before you perform? Same kind of thing. And it's all entertainment. And that performer said, I have to pray, whether I pray with my team, whether I pray with my staff, or even if I just do it by myself. I have to do that before I go on stage. So that's even a part of it. So it's just interesting and it's good to know that they have that. I imagine that they're fans. You see all, the fans.
Oh yeah, it's fans too.
They're probably even worse.
Definitely.
They're probably even worse.
But another big name, Babe Ruth, everybody's familiar with him in baseball, and you had mentioned baseball, but the rumor or the word is that when he would come up to bat, he would always point to where he's going to hit the ball. Yeah. And that was his thing.
He would call out his hit.
Exactly.
Home run, whatever it was. Now, it would be interesting to know if he was, how often he was right.
Right. I don't know if anybody kept that stats, but the craziest thing about it, when Babe Ruth was traded to the Yankees in 1919, he supposedly had left a curse. It was called Curse of the Bambino.
Oh.
Because he was with the Red Sox. Boston Red Sox. And so they were said to be cursed, unable to win a World Series for 86 years and all that good stuff. But I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know how much. And, when you got athletes and you put something in their head or anything, you start to believe it, it might interfere with your performance, whether it's sports, other kind of jobs, or what have you. But for what we're talking about it comes to sports, because if I have in my head, Michael Jordan is the best, I can't stop him, but I'm going to keep him from getting 50 points. He can get 30, but he can't get 50. And I do that, I feel I did my job, where any other player, you was like, I ain't going to let him get anything,
Who got in your head when you were playing? Can you remember about that?
I can. And, this is the first time I ever admitted this or said this. We were playing in the semifinals, state championship, and we had won this game.
What level?
High school.
Okay.
If we had won this game, we'd have went to state. And last time we had been to state prior to that has been in the 60s.
What school are we talking?
Benton Harbor High is my school.
All right.
And the school we were playing was...
Where is that at?
Michigan.
Okay.
They don't need to know all that.
Okay, well.
All right. But
it might be somebody that need this confession that you about to give that you never admitted before.
I ain't did it
so,
yet. But anyway.
They'll be like, yes, he finally said it.
The school we was playing was Detroit. I think it was Southeastern or Southwestern.
All right.
Southeastern. Detroit Southeastern. They had a player, they called him the Judge. And they hyped this guy up, and, I was our best defender on the team. And I think I did everything to try to stop this guy. I denied him the ball. I was on him when he had the ball, but he did his thing. He was a hell of a player. He got drafted. I don't think he lasted or played in the NBA, but he ended up playing overseas.
Okay.
But I never forget the headline of our newspaper, hometown newspaper. It said, Benton Harbor was found guilty by the judge.
Oh, I was going to say, do we have that one?
We do.
I mean, you and me, we have that one?
Do.
Is it in your book?
It's in my book.
Oh, okay.
It's in my book. Yeah.
Okay, Cam, you up.
And I also have it on film, and I think Cam might have been watching it when it's
That's pretty. Oh, that's pretty good.
That was the only one in my career that
person.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got in my head. I've played against Sam Bowie in college for Kentucky, and some of the other players from Pearl, Washington, who played for Syracuse. None of them got in my head. Now,
what grades were you when you were playing against him? Was that all through high school?
No. We only met him in the semifinals. We didn't play him regularly. And I was a senior. It was my...
So it was your last year?
Last year.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, so it was just like a couple of games then. Your last year of high school.
Yeah, it was just that one game.
Yeah. Oh, so, okay.
But still. And then, of course, my coach in the locker room after the game, we were all there because I think it was only maybe 3 of us that were seniors. He said, you guys did great. Don't worry about it. We'll get them next year. And I lashed out a little bit.
Because you knew it was your last year.
Yeah. But I won't say what I said.
Yeah, we don't know that. It
wasn't bad, but I still lashed out. Because, It was,
you exhibited unsportsmanlike conduct.
I did.
Okay.
And if you talk to
we're not going to promote that.
And you probably heard my godmother say during that game, she came to her and I pushed her away.
Oh, was that was the game?
Was the game.
Oh, okay. So she's the one that needs to hear this podcast.
And I know I'm sort of belaboring this, but the other part was I didn't ride back with the team. My cousin was there. And I got in the van with him, and we stopped and got liquor. And
oh, my Lord.
So
okay, moving on.
The rest is history.
Cam, who got in your head?
But you don't do those things, Cam.
Right. Tell us about...
I feel it's playing somebody that... Are y'all basically saying it's playing somebody that, like, had a name or was like a...
No. So not just who have you...
Who rattled your game where you couldn't defend them or make the pass depending on the sport you were playing, but somebody... their name...
I have two experiences. Okay. They were both in 8th grade.
Okay.
So one was in football, one was in basketball. I'll go with the one in basketball first. So basketball, it was we played Duquesne. You know, I'm from like West Mifflin, so you know that's like literally right there to each other. And I'm really from Duquesne, so I grew up always playing with them and stuff like that. But since I always attended West Mifflin school, it got to the time in middle school, you know, you got to play for your school you're attending. So we played them in basketball, and you know, those were like all my friends on that team, my family. Right. So then we're going at it. And I think I didn't fight them on the court, but we were just like going at it, talking stuff to each other. And the game was close. And I don't know what it was. I must have just been out of it. I like shoved them out the way. The coach took me out the game immediately. He's like, "You're sitting down for the rest of the game." I think it was only like third quarter. And then the football one, this was 8th grade too. Our football team was horrible.
Hold on. Let's back up. The guy you pushed, he was the one who got in your head?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
But he wasn't no big name or nothing. He was just like one of my buddies that was just on the team.
Yeah, but what was he doing?
Yeah, was he beating you to the moves?
Like, you know, just talking crap to each other. We were just like, he's right next to me, and like say like I'm on the wing, he's right next to me in my ear. He's saying stuff, I'm saying stuff back to him. So it was like something like that.
Was it because you all were friends?
Yeah.
So when you were in that area, you were close to those people. It was hard to place people close to you? Is that what?
I would just say it was just like they knew me so much. Like I'm around them all the time outside of school and playing different sports with them.
So they talk crap to try to get in your head.
They knew you too well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, see? So that's why you don't be on social media. See, there's a message there. Yeah. Okay. So what's the other one?
So the football one was, I want to say this was about week 6, maybe. We were like 0-5 on the year. And we played a team called North Hills, and we weren't even supposed to play them. We had a bye week, but our coach was like, "We're going to get a game, and I'm going to schedule a game up for us."
Right.
So we scheduled up a game, and we played North Hills. He was probably the number one guy, like when they had rankings and stuff. He was probably like the number one athlete in PA at the time. Mm-hmm. He was their running back. He was big too. He was like 6'2", 200 pounds in 8th grade running the ball. We were all like little 5'8", 135 and stuff. So it was, but anyways, he ran the ball, first play, scored. He was just like having his way out there. And then I want to say there was one time I was already frustrated. I was like, man, because you could tell my team was intimidated off the go, and they were like, they didn't want to do anything with him or tackle him. So then there was one time I dropped back and I went to go like take off like up the hole to try to run. And I slipped, and the guy was right there in front of me. He was just like, yeah, you were scared to come through here, huh? You know I was going to hurt you. And I was just like, oh, man.
So he got in your head a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then later on that game, he didn't hit me though. It wasn't him. But I tried to do the same thing again. I tried to take off out the pocket. Yeah. I got met with a nice clean hit. And I had a concussion that game.
Ooh, man.
Oof.
Oh, man.
That's dangerous stuff. No, that was interesting. Very. And just also to sort of name a few other top athletes, like the soccer guy, Ronaldo.
And their superstitions?
Yes, and their game rituals or superstitions.
Yes.
But he would always put his socks and shoes on in a specific order every time. And if someone moved his stuff prior to that.
Oh, he didn't like that?
He didn't like that.
Huh.
But he said it was basically paying attention to detail by aligning these things. It helped him focus for the game. So, And now LeBron James, everybody know what his was.
Yeah.
Right? What was
the powder toss?
Yep, that's it. Did you know that, Cam?
No, I didn't know that. Yeah, the powder toss. Yeah, I knew that.
That's his pre-game ritual. Yeah. I don't know where it came from, but yeah.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying is his now. Is that what? Yeah. Is that true?
Well, he does it before every game.
Does he do it? Does he do it before every game? Yeah. Okay, well.
So I think it's a legit thing.
Okay.
And what did you say Tom Brady's?
Tom Brady's was something.
He just followed strict routine every day?
No, it was. I
know he wore a specific brand of jersey.
Yeah, it was something about his jersey.
And a certain pair of socks.
Amen.
Oh, and I'm gonna request to say something.
Go ahead. Just say it.
I know it's kind of off topic, but could I say it right now? Because I was gonna tell you guys off podcast, but I want to have the podcast here too.
Okay, go ahead.
I know y'all heard about my scoliosis, right?
Yes.
And my scoliosis situation.
Yes.
And I go to physical therapy 3 times a week, and the lady I go with, she has connects to Ryan Shazier, so she got me on a phone call with him, and he was talking about scoliosis with me and certain things he did to make it feel better and so he could manage it and stuff like that. And he told me about his surgeries he had and stuff like that. And he gave me his phone number, and we're like locked in now and stuff. He like texts me, asks me questions and stuff like that.
What's his name again?
Ryan Shazier, the linebacker that played for the Steelers, and he had the injury where he went paralyzed for like about a year.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's great that you guys had that conversation. And hopefully that puts you at ease a little bit and with your situation. And I thank you for sharing that. That's maybe some other listeners can benefit from that, just hearing your story. So appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, keep us posted.
Yeah.
So you've already had a conversation with him?
Yeah, I already had a conversation with him. And I think my physical therapy lady set that up because we went to the guy where like he'll like recommend surgery and stuff like that. We went to him like earlier that week, and he was like, oh, you don't need that surgery right away, but you have to have it at some point. And then my physical therapy lady said, she was like, oh, I don't think you should have surgery. Like, you're very athletic. You do the things we do well. So I believe you don't have to. And she said, I'm going to set up a phone call with a really important person. And it was Ryan Shazier. But yeah, he gave me a lot of hope. And I would still believe, I'm not a big, like, believing in surgery fan. So
that's good.
Yeah.
I don't blame you on that one.
Right. And I mean, you want to exhaust all your options.
You know.
And you want to be educated.
Right.
You want to have questions. You want to know that when you go to these doctors, you want to have as many questions for them as they have for you.
Exactly. And no question is a stupid question.
No, and ask your question. The only stupid question is the question you walk away with.
Yep.
There is never a stupid question. And so if you're sitting in a room, you know, it's just like we were talking about. Your teammates, you know, probably have rituals and they're not talking about them because they don't want to be the first person to say it.
Right.
That's how questions are. If you have a question, don't ever think, oh, I don't want to ask that because I don't want to look stupid or I don't want to look crazy or whatever. Somebody else is thinking that same question. Ask your questions. Always ask your questions because you only get one body in this life.
That's it.
Yep.
And whatever happens to you now, you will carry that when you are 40, 50, 60 years old. So you have to take care of it now.
And one last thing I got to say, it's kind of disappointing to me, but it's like jokingly, we're going to go get it by another guy to see, but I'm sadly probably going to be the shortest Bobo out of the family, out of me, my dad, and
okay, I was gonna say, like, okay, now please understand.
The X-ray guy said,
"Give your heights. Give your height."
My growth plates are closed.
Yeah.
So how tall are you now?
Yes, please explain.
6'2", 6'3".
Oh, okay.
That's the shortest Bobo in our family at 6'3". People, please understand. Now I'm like 5'8". So yeah, my heart pumps peanut butter for your grandson at 6'3". Yeah. You know, and again, they practice in medicine. Things change. We don't know for sure that they're closed. They might appear closed right now. We don't know.
You might have another spurt.
You might have another spurt, but if you don't, you're okay at 6'3". Don't you think?
Hey, your dad was taller than me, so what
did you want to be?
Man, I wanted to be the tallest Bobo.
At what? At 6?
At least 6'6".
At least 6'6".
See, I used to be 6'6".
When were you 6'6"?
If you look at all my stuff from high school and college, 6'6".
Okay, y'all.
I shrunk as I get older.
And we want to thank you all for listening in.
Right. Hey,
our family health care.
But let's thank Cam for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we love you.
And for sharing. Any final words before we let you go?
No, that's it.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, we had good conversation, and I'm just rooting on my Chiefs this season. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, so you just
Oh my goodness!
I think
Do you know what Patrick Mahomes' superstition is?
I knew it at a point, but because I heard about it, but I don't know now. I forgot.
His lucky red underwear. He wears the same pair of red underwear for every game,
and he don't wash them.
I don't know. It doesn't say he washes them. It's just the same pair of red drawers, I guess. Anywho,
all right. Well,
hey, we love you, Cam. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, love y'all too.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right. That was great. We appreciate having Cam. But that sort of ends our show for today. Any last words on your part?
No, it was a good show. Had a great time.
I ain't finished.
I am. Okay.
Go ahead. No. I was just getting ready to say, too, if anyone want to reach out to us, leave us a message or just say hello at memywifeandsports at yahoo.com. So,
or hit us up on our Facebook page.
That's right.
Yep.
Or YouTube page as well.
Or on YouTube. Yes, at our YouTube channel.
Exactly.
We're on social media.
Instagram and all. So, all right. With that said, any final thoughts?
No, everybody take care of yourself. Check on your neighbors. And remember, your mate is a reflection of you.